are going to start in today. We are going to start the Macmillan important question. But in this session, I will start also the summary of each act, because what is summary? Summary means the one-liner of each act, and then after we will do the questions. So this is very important session, okay? The questions of your Macmillan book of the BRBL book. So this session is very important. If you are new in this session, from the summary, I can say that 20 to 30% question will come, and from the questions of your book, basically 40 to 50% question will come. So that's why this session is very much important. So if you are new in this session, first of all, do not forget to like the session and subscribe the channel so that the notification will be easily come in your mind. Okay, now let's start the session. Summary and the Macmillan most important questions. Now, so first we will start from the module D, because we know that module D is very much important. So the first act is Indian Contract Act. So guys, Indian contract is basically divided into the two parts. The first part is General Principle of Contract. The second part is Special Principle of Contract. Okay. In the General Principle of Contract, section 1 to 75 talks about this one, and section 124 to 238 talks about the Special Principle of Contract. In General Principle of Contract, that is totally based on the one formula, that is, when any one person offer, second person accept the offer, is equal to agreement. In agreement, when law will enforce, that is called contract. This is a basic formula of contract. In the Special Principle of Contract, indemnity, right? Then guarantee, indemnity, guarantee, bailment, pledge, and the contract of agency. This thing we have to study in the Special Principle of Contract, okay? And do not forget also to learn this section of the Special Principle of Contract. The indemnity is 124, guarantee is 126, bailment is 148, pledge is 172, and agency is 182. In this journal part, you have to learn section 10, which talks about the essential points of the valid contract. So I think these sections are sufficient in the Indian Contract Act. This one, indemnity 124, guarantee 126, bailment 148, pledge 172, agency 182. I think that is sufficient, okay, and that is also very much important. Is that okay, class? Now let's understand the, first of all, summary. What is this? Contract. Contract means what is written? It means an agreement enforceable by law. This is called contract. An agreement which is enforceable. So whatever the formula that we have learned, that is offer plus acceptance is equal to promise. Promise in legal term is called agreement. In agreement, when the law will enforce. What is law enforce? Law enforce is equal to contract. So first of all, just read each particular concept. Offer means when any one person is offering that I want to sell my car. Opposite person will accept that offer. It's called promise. In the journal term, it's called promise. Promise in legal term, it is called agreement. Okay, class. So agreement can be legal, agreement can be social, agreement can be religious. But one thing you have to remember, we only have to focus on the legal agreement. Because in the social agreement, suppose if a mama is offering breakfast and you are not accepting, so mama will not file the case on you, because that is a social one. In the religious one also, we do not file the case. But in legal agreement, if Nikita ma'am is offering you the car and you are accepting but you are not given the money and you have taken my car, so in that case, legal agreement you have just breached. So in that case, I can file the case on you. So agreement formula is basically agreement. So what is agreement? Offer plus acceptance. Enforceable by law. It means any one party can file the case. Any one party can file the case. That is called contract. So this is the basic formula of contract. Okay, so the one word we can say agreement is it plus law enforceability is equal to contract. So this is the formula that is written here. Okay, now the next point. There must be lawful proposal by one party and other party except then the proposal to enter into contract. Exactly, the one party will propose, that is the offer, and that is acceptance. Okay, now an agreement may be oral or written. Okay, just like the contract can be oral written, so the agreement can also be oral and written. Now, what is agreement? If I say you, what is agreement? See, in the first one, the definition of contract is there. In this, the definition of agreement is there. So agreement means every promise, set of promises forming consideration for each other. Now, what is consideration? Consideration is basically, suppose Nikita ma'am have given the car. So the car is consideration for another party and another party is giving me the rupees. So rupees is consideration for me. So this is called consideration. So in agreement, when the consideration will be there, that is called the legal agreement. And in the Indian contract, we have to deal with the what? We have to deal with the legal agreement. So again, that is important. Is that okay, class? Okay, each point is important for the examination point of view. That is a summary that is written. Okay, that is a summary that is important. The next one is, in order to form an agreement, there must be proposal, or you can say offer. Proposal and offer is the same thing by one party and acceptance by the other party. So this is your D point. Is that okay? If you have any doubt, you can please ask in a comment box. Okay, next one. The party to the agreement must legally competent to enter into the contract. Exactly. Parties means, see, in any contract, there must be at least two parties. There must be at least two parties in any contract, and that must be competent. Competent means that is capable. Competent means that is capable to do any contract. This is called this one. Okay, so competent means capable. So it means the major person can do contract. Major means plus 18, right? Sound mind can do. Okay, major, sound mind, and not disqualified by law. So these person is the capable to do enter into contract. Okay, now agreement made by minor is a void ab initio. That's again important. Suppose a minor is there. So we know that the minor cannot enter into contract. Okay. So before contract, agreement word come. So any agreement which is made by the minor, that agreement is basically void from the beginning. What is void ab initio? Void ab initio means void from the beginning. Okay. This is called void ab initio. That is so simple. Done. There are also other essential valid contracts such as intention to create legal relationship. That is important. Suppose if anyone want to create the legal relationship, then only the contract will come into existence. Then only the contract will come into existence. Okay, so there must be intention to create the legal relationship. Suppose if there will be the social relationship, religious relationship, it will be not convert into contract, but the legal relationship will be but obvious convert into the contract. So this is class again an important term. Is that okay? So I think this definition part is clear to all of you that what we are going to study here, isn't it? So in this one, it's a legal relationship, agreement by minor, that is void ab initio, Party must be competent. Okay, legally competent to enter into the contract. These are the keywords that you have to understand. Okay, and agreement made by minor. So these are the important terms of your contract. Okay, so this is the general principle of contract that we have done. Okay, that is a general principle of contract that we have done. Now let's do the question. Now class, the questions are important. The first question on the screen is that you can see here. Tell me class, the first question. A dash is said to be free when the party to the contract agree to the same thing in the same sense. What is the right answer? Tell me class. What is this? A dash is said to be free when the party to the contract agree to the same thing in the same sense. Suppose if Nikita ma'am want to sell black car, another party also have to think same black car. It means same thing in the same sense. So what will be the right answer for this question? Tell me guys. A dash is said to be free when the parties are agree to the same thing in the same sense. The correct answer is when the consent is said to be free. The right answer will be consent. Is that okay? So this is the right answer for this question. Okay, so in this way you have to understand the points. Okay, now let's do the next one. A contract without dash is void. Cash, consideration, indemnity or guarantee? Again, very important question. What is the right answer? Tell me class. Again, very important question. Tell me, what is the right answer here? So guys, for this question, this is the right answer. Okay, now, a person who make proposal, that is called promisor, principal debtor, surety or guarantor. What is the right answer? 100 class. What will be the right answer for this question? Tell me. A person who make proposal. So guys, a person who make proposal, that is called promisor. So this is the right answer for this question. Okay, now a person is said to be competent to contract if he dash measure, sound mind, measure and sound mind. Measure means plus 18. Tell me, what is the right answer? So class, the right answer is, for this question, this is the right answer. Okay, so you have to understand these terms. Okay, so this is the right answer for this question. Okay, next. A enter into agreement with B to rob C and share the money. A enter into agreement with B to rob C and share the money. B run away with all the money. A files suit against B to recover the money. That is true and false. Because A have done that agreement, that is not legal. If B run away with all the money, in that case, A cannot file the case. So that statement is absolutely false. Okay, next. X17 can enter into agreement with 25 to buy a car. That is again very good question. So in that case, X enter into the agreement with Y to buy a car. That is totally false because X is a minor and any agreement done by minor is a void ab initio. A contract is concluded only when the party to whom proposal is made accept the proposal. A contract is concluded only when party to whom proposal is made accept the proposal or not. What will be the right answer? So the party to whom proposal is made accept the proposal. That is called agreement. That is not contract. That is called agreement. So this is also false because when proposal is accepted, that is called agreement. Okay, this is the right answer. Done, class? So I hope so you enjoy the session of this one. Now, the special principle of contract, let's do only the one thing, that is a contract of indemnity. Then after we will do the next term in the next slide. Okay, that is important. The first thing, contract of indemnity. So the contract of indemnity is basically what? Suppose a best example of contract of indemnity is example of your insurance. In the insurance, suppose if you have taken the insurance of car, in that case, suppose a person is there whose car is there and this is the company. So whenever the loss will happen to the car of A, the company will pay. So company is the promisor and A is the promisee. So the contract of indemnity is entered into when a party apprehend a loss in a particular itself to be covered from the losses it may occur. It may be expressed and implied. Okay, so X person is promisor who is promising, that is a company, and A person is called promisee. A person is called promisee, right? Promisor, promisee. So promisor in the legal term, the promisor in the legal term is called indemnifier. You have to learn the name of the party. Indemnifier. And this one, indemnified. Indemnified, or you can say indemnity holder. Indemnity holder. Okay, so this is the name of A in the term of contract of indemnity. Done? The contract of indemnity, the liability of indemnifier is a stand-alone primary obligation. It is independent from and not contingent on any other party's liability to the indemnified party. Is that okay? In a contract of indemnity, the liability of indemnifier is a stand-alone primary obligation. Exactly, that is a primary duty of indemnifier to just indemnify the indemnity holder. It is an independent from, not contingent on any other party liability. Okay, the principle of co-extensiveness does not apply to the indemnity. Co-extensive means just that person is liable, okay, on the first instance, on the primarily indemnifier is liable. That's it. Okay, now indemnifier will remain liable under the indemnity in relation to the loss under the contract if underlying contract is void and unenforceable. Exactly. Indemnifier, that is a promisor. Okay. Bank, in order to isolate themselves from any adverse development and consequent loss as a later date, obtain indemnity while issuing the duplicate demand draft, FDR, that is a fixed deposit receipt, permitting operation in the current account of partnership. Okay, so in that case, the bank act as a, or you can say bank come under the relationship of contract of indemnity. So these are the important terms that is important for the examination point of view. Okay, now let's do the question. Only this question. Then after tomorrow we will do the contract of guarantee. Insurance policy are the contract which are the nature of guarantee, bailment, indemnity. What is the right answer? So class, the right answer will be that is a contract of indemnity. There are dash parties in the contract of indemnity. 2, 3, 4, 5. The right answer is that is 2. True, false. The person who indemnified can cover damages as well as cost for claiming the damages. The answer is yes. Where notice has to be given to indemnifier as per the terms of indemnity, the indemnity holder has to be abide and to be entitled to the claim. Where notice has to be given to indemnifier, okay, that is a promisor. As per the terms of indemnity, the indemnity holder has to abide by it and be entitled to the claim. Yes. In the contract of indemnity, the promisee is indemnifier. Promisee. The promisee is indemnified and indemnity holder. So this is wrong. False. Okay. So in today's session also, we will be do the Indian Contract Act. Okay. Because yesterday we have just done the general principle of contract and we have done the contract of indemnity, right? So these two things we have done in the Indian Contract Act. Okay, so right now we have only 4 concepts left. That is contract of guarantee, contract of pledge, contract of bailment, and the contract of agency. So 4 terms are left in the special principle of contract. So let's understand the topic and then we will do the questions of Macmillan. See, the contract of guarantee. So guys, the contract of guarantee is basically, if you just say that, see, contract of guarantee, there are 3 parties here. The first is principal debtor, creditor, and the surety. Creditor will give rupees to the principal debtor, right? Suppose 10 lakh he just give to the principal debtor. But creditor, not trust on the principal debtor. So in that case, the principal debtor will just appoint the surety. Surety will give money 10 lakh if principal debtor is not able to pay the money. Okay. So in that case, the surety will pay money on the behalf of the principal debtor. So the contract between the principal debtor, creditor, and the surety is called contract of guarantee. So this is a very simple term. Okay. Now see what is written here. The contract of guarantee is a contract to perform the promise, discharge the liability of third person in the case of default. So who is the defaulting party? The principal debtor is the defaulting party. That is so simple. Done. The provision of Contract Act are also applicable to the guarantee given by the bank. In this second paragraph, there is a bank guarantee. The first is performance guarantee, financial guarantee, advance payment guarantee, and the default. So there are 4 types of bank guarantee which is mentioned in the book. If I say you the example of performance guarantee, so the bank will give guarantee on the performance or on the completion of the particular project. Financial for the particular finance, and advance payment, deferred payment, that is on the installment basis the bank is giving guarantee. So we have already read in the paid batch the types of bank guarantee. Okay.